Hey, what is going on, everybody? And holy shit, I'm talking to a microphone again for the first time in I don't even want to know how long. It has been many months. I believe since late last year. And you're probably laughing at my voice right now because you haven't heard it in so long. I remember I made a video saying I'm back and then I wasn't back. That just didn't work, I guess. I'm not even going to go there. It's not even worth mentioning. But, times changed and I'm here. Now, obviously, I don't have WWE 2K14 because I don't have a PS3, so I won't be making videos in regards to the game. There'll be no universe mode or anything like that for now until probably a next-gen version of the game comes out, or 2K15 later this year. But we can still talk all things real WWE, and we did just pass the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So I'm really looking forward to what the WWE has in store for us over the next few weeks, because I don't know if I told you guys, but the breaking news, I am going to WrestleMania 30, and I am doing the whole travel package thing, so I am really looking forward to that. And, everything that I watch on the WWE now gets me that little bit more hyped up for the big show. It isn't my first time. I have been before. I went to WrestleMania 28, so I'm looking forward to it again, as I think this one will be a little bit bigger, seeing as it is the milestone, despite the fact no one wants to see that main event, but I think that can be fixed. Time will tell. But anyway, today I wanted to preview Monday Night Raw and what we have coming up in the next few hours. But before we do that, the WWE Network, if you didn't know already, has already launched. It launched 9 a.m. Eastern, I believe, American time, Eastern time over there this morning, which was like 4 a.m. Australian Eastern. So if you've already paid for the network and you don't know it already, it's live. Go and have a look. There should be videos ready for you to watch. There is a 1-week trial. You don't have to pay just yet. You should get it as soon as you sign in to your WWE.com account. Unfortunately for me and all Australians and all Europeans, even if we get the 1-week trial, we can see the WWE Network interface, however you want to call it. We can see the menus and everything, but every time we click on a video to watch it, or a pay-per-view, whatever, it says media error. And that's because the WWE isn't allowing anything for us until late this year. But if you are in North America, go ahead and you will have the WWE Network at your disposal. So yeah, if you're from somewhere else, unfortunately we have to wait till later this year. It's a little bit unfair, but what can you do? It's the WWE, and it kind of expected. So let's move on to Monday Night Raw and what we've got to look forward to. Of course, last night we had the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and what a pay-per-view it was. Well, I have my mixed reactions to it, but there were certain matches in there that made it a decent pay-per-view. I'm not going to go into some of the, we'll quickly go through the results. We had the kickoff match. Goldust and Cody Rhodes won their match against Right Baxel. Really a pointless match, I guess, kind of giving the Rhodes brothers a bit more of momentum heading in to the tag team titles picture. But we opened the show with a very good Intercontinental title match. It was a very good match between Jack Swagger and Big E. Big E eventually hitting the big ending to retain the title. I believe then we had the tag team titles on the line, and we did have the New Age Outlaws retaining against the Usos, and I think this is to set up the Usos to win the titles on a bigger stage, probably at WrestleMania. Just trying to remember all the matches here. We had Darren Young versus Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil coming out on top. For some odd reason, the WWE made Titus look very strong and kind of made Darren Young extremely weak, when I thought it would be a much more even match. But Titus O'Neil picking up the win there after the Clash of the Titan. Then I think we had the Shield versus the Wyatts match, and for me, this is already match of the year. I wouldn't even doubt it. Personally, I hope the main event at WrestleMania, well, okay, maybe not the main event because we know what the main event is, but perhaps one of the other matches at WrestleMania is match of the year, just simply because I'm going there. I want it to be good, don't want it to disappoint. But I have a good feeling that this Shield versus Wyatt's match will take match of the year at the Slammies at the end of the year, and I agree 100%. It deserves it. 10 out of 10 I gave it in one of my blogs. It was brilliant. It had everything, and of course, if you didn't know, the Wyatts came out on top after Bray Wyatt hit Sister Abigail on Roman Reigns in the ring. Moving on, I think then we had the Divas match, which is Cameron, who replaces Naomi because she had an injury. Michael Cole did state she had surgery, but no, she did not. He did correct himself on Twitter after the show was over, when Naomi really isn't having surgery and she'll be back after a few broken bones. But anyway, AJ Lee ended up winning by disqualification. You're thinking, why is the heel winning by DQ? That is because Tamina went for a boot on Cameron, instead hit AJ Lee. And that got AJ a little bit angry, and it kind of looks like it's setting up a Tamina v AJ WrestleMania match, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Did we have another match before the Chamber? Oh, how can we forget? This was probably the match that really disappointed me the most. Batista versus Del Rio, and yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. Batista won by the Batista Bomb, blah, blah, blah. Then we had the Elimination Chamber match, and it was a good Chamber match. Don't get me wrong, it was a very, very good Chamber match itself. The ending, though, was way too predictable. We knew Daniel Bryan was going to get screwed again. And Cena, Bray Wyatt, obviously eliminating him, kind of. So that sets up Bray Wyatt versus John Cena for WrestleMania. But, yeah, so the Chamber pay-per-view itself was decent. The Shields-Wyatt's match made that pay-per-view okay. Otherwise, it could have been a whole lot worse. I don't think I missed out on any matches. Pretty sure that was all of them. But anyway, let's move on to the main focal point of this video. Not only is the focal point of this video that I'm returning, but mainly because I want to preview Monday Night Raw, and I know a lot of you guys are going to enjoy Raw a little more than the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Monday Night Raw is coming in about 3.5 hours time as I'm recording this. Probably be a little bit less than that once you see this live. But anyway, what are we looking forward to Monday Night Raw? Obviously, the big news first is Hulk Hogan returning to Raw. He'll be on the Backstage Pass thing on the network as well. But for me, it's exciting times ahead as Hulk Hogan is the host of WrestleMania 30. As a long life fan of Hulk Hogan, that is massive. Obviously, I never thought I'd be going overseas to WrestleMania ever in my lifetime, and I went to WrestleMania 28. Still can't believe I went. It feels like it was just yesterday, and to know I'm going to WrestleMania 30 and I'm going to be seeing Hulk Hogan live is quite amazing. So, props to WWE, and thanks to the WWE for bringing him back. But anyway, we can look forward to Hulk Hogan's return tonight on Raw, or today, I guess. It's at 12 midday here in Australia on a Tuesday, if you're all wondering what the time zone is here. But not only will we see Hulk Hogan's return, it is very, very likely, and it is strongly rumoured that The Undertaker will make his return. And the rumours, of course, are Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, so perhaps expect one of them to walk out and then be interrupted by the other to set up their WrestleMania match. CM Punk obviously will not be making an appearance unless some miracle has happened between now and his decision to leave. I am still in shock. I can't believe he decided to leave. I know some people are behind him and some aren't, and to be honest, I'm against him. According to sources, the reason he left was because he didn't want to work a match with Triple H at WrestleMania. I don't get it. I understand he wants to be in the main event for the title, but that's a match everybody wanted to see. I would have been happy to see Triple H CM Punk, but what can you do? The man's walked out, and it looks like that is going to screw up all things WrestleMania. If he did stay with the company, we probably would have had our title match saved with Daniel Bryan in it, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Speaking of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, expect a Randy Orton Batista face-off, most likely probably to close the show because they're in the main event, that sort of crap, blah, blah, blah. We hear that Ric Flair is going to be making an appearance. Again, I can't guarantee that, but apparently he's been saying all week he will be. Jimmy Hart as well apparently has been rumoured to make an appearance on Raw. Expect Bray Wyatt and Cena probably to have a confrontation. Probably Cena calling him out after what happened at the Elimination Chamber. Daniel Bryan will probably call out Kane, but I've got a feeling he will get Triple H instead, setting up their match. That is the rumoured match at the moment for WrestleMania, Triple H, Daniel Bryan. Obviously replacing the original plans of Triple H, CM Punk. And finally, this probably won't happen, but I don't think I've prayed for a match as much as this. I am hoping for a Shield Wyatt's rematch. I don't know about you guys, but that's the best match I've seen personally live ever since I've started watching WWE back in whenever it was, 2003, 2004. Something like that. That's personally my favourite match I've ever seen. And that is, being completely honest, that is coming straight from my heart. That is my favourite match of all time. And I hope we get to see it again on Monday Night Raw. So it is a big Raw ahead. We're going to have The Undertaker most likely return. Again, I'm not guaranteeing that. We can guarantee Hulk Hogan returning. That is going to be good. He'll probably open the show, I'm going to assume. The Undertaker, maybe. Let's hope so. That always gets me pumped up for WrestleMania, knowing he's going to be back. Of course, we already knew he's going to be back, but this just that much more. But we'll leave it at that, guys. I'm already over the 10-minute mark, as I always am with my videos, as you know. And it is good to be back, and it still feels really weird talking into a microphone, talking to nobody else who's around. But hey, that's what you guys want. That's what you guys are going to get. I did state on my Twitter that I will not be back till March 1st, but I couldn't wait any longer. I needed to get my videos out for my subscribers. You're going to be probably really surprised when you would have been surprised when you saw the video pop up in your subscription feed, and it looks like I've still got around 400 subscribers or just under. So thanks to you guys for staying around. I will probably share this on my Twitter again, and thanks to my Twitter followers for staying around and all that good stuff. So that's it for me, guys. Enjoy Monday Night Raw in about 3.5 hours time, or 3 hours time when you've watched this. And yeah, get ready because Hulkamania is returning, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you guys are, and I'll catch you guys next time.